Welcome to our last section of the course, Section 5, Presentation Readiness, Polishing Your Presentation by Design, Delivery, and Performance for an Inclusive Audience. I'm your instructor, Michelle Carmichael. So let's begin by performing a recap of the core concepts from this course. Now you entered this course with the presentation topic in mind, the format for your design thinking, and the stage that you are to perform on. And throughout this course, you have learned methods and techniques, strategies, and learning theories based on evidence of practice for how to design and deliver a dynamic presentation for an inclusive audience. First, you explored how to design your presentation by using universal design of learning. Now, this provided you with directional knowledge on how to set the stage for your design thinking by learning the 3 principles of UDL to stimulate your audience brains, and with the core concepts of providing multiple means of engagement, the why of learning, to provide multiple means of representation, the what of learning, and to provide multiple means of action and expression, the how of learning. And this stimulates your inclusive audience using the mechanics of how our brains work. Second, you investigated how cognitive biases affect our design thinking in our speech writing and in our graphic designs. And you learned that you must consider the needs of your audience if you're incorporating visual and audio aids for your presentation. And starting with the UDL principles, engagement, the first impression your audience has of you by sparking their interest and curiosity. And then representation, an important role in your physical design by communicating understanding. And lastly, action and expression, giving your audience an opportunity to engage and interact by leaving them stimulated and wanting to learn more. Now with the core concepts of Section 3, where poor choices in presentation content and structure can lead audience members to irrational conclusions and assumptions. Third, you dove into audience implicit bias and deficit thinking, and how you become aware of biases and to be prepared for such biases. Beginning with awareness, diving into the knowledge and preparation of possible audience biases and deficit thinking by taking a look at self. Next, to implement, use audience bias as a strategy and a tactic for your presentation design and delivery. And lastly, to practice, recording your practice performances to use objective self-criticism for improvement. And Section 4's core concept of learning is how to eliminate audience bias by reducing ignorance, increasing engagement, and facilitating understanding. Now, in this last section, you will finalize your presentation, learn how to boost your confidence in presentation delivery by enhancing your personality on stage to facilitate a dynamic performance, leaving your audience wanting more. Now, using all of the materials from the course, the core concepts of Section 5 are utilizing the principles of universal design of learning, identifying those cognitive biases that creep in our design thinking, integrate the methods and strategies from audience implicit bias and deficit thinking, and lastly, to polish your presentation delivery and performance by showing off your true self. So let's begin. Let's discuss if you are using your presentation topic multiple times across various audience types. Now let's say between academic and industry audiences. How do you make the changes to your presentation to meet the needs of several audience types? Well, just simply change the attitude and order of your presentation by prioritizing your practical applications of skills and expertise rather than your intellectual know-how. To transition this, in other words, dumb it down a little. Omit the technical aspects and infuse your skills of how you performed it. Now rearrange your presentation by providing a short summary as an example rather than showcasing it with detail. And the external article I provided from Inside Higher Ed will provide you with insight towards how to perform this transition. Now here's an example. During academia, you performed rigorous research, applied methods, collected data, analyzed your data, and derived your concluding results. You are defending your work by the methodology you used and if your conclusions are reproducible. And now you have a presentation for a company who is interested in you, not only for the work you did, but for your skills and accomplishments, your leadership and management, your critical thinking, and your decision making. And now your attitude has changed from defending your work to defending yourself, demonstrating you as a person versus demonstrating you as an academic. Now, your presentation must still stimulate their thinking and flow naturally, just as you performed it before. So, how are we to perform this? Well, by bringing our speaking character to life. Set the scene, the tone, and the attitude for your audience. Allow them to take a peek inside and to feel the ambiance you are about to share. You are speaking to your audience like having a conversation with them, not performing a stage play. Make them curious from the start, from your excitement of what you're about to share, your journey, or your adventure. Your topic has a backstory, so bring it to life so they can be amazed and engage with you. Now, a boring presenter will bore their audience to death, and that causes disinterest, disengagement, and frustration. And we don't want that. Now, just like all presentation design, giving a dynamic presentation digitally does require a plan. And this plan must be carried out so you can perform, demonstrate, or screen share with ease and confidence, not awkwardly or uncoordinated. You need to let your personality shine and show your true self when you're on camera presenting. This also requires that you have a designated space assigned to give your presentation with minimal to no interruptions. Now let's discuss demonstrative presentations. With the many videos sharing demonstrative how-tos, take notice of where speakers are placing their camera, if they are wearing a microphone, if someone is filming them, or if they are screen sharing. Think outside the box if you need to configure your hardware in order to present. How will you set up in order to present dynamically? How much space do you need? Now, unfortunately, but good, the pandemic did teach us many unique and creative ways to give a digital presentation. So watch some and take notes of the ones that relate to you for more insight. And that's it. You have completed the course. Congratulations. I want to personally thank you for purchasing this course. I know that I haven't covered every aspect of presentation design, but I have brought you directional knowledge towards creating a stimulating presentation for your inclusive audience. Now please download the PDFs and visit the external links to use for a deeper understanding and to answer the short Q&A at the end of this section to receive your certificate of completion. This presentation was designed in Canva. All of the content and narration was written and spoken by me, Michelle Carmichael, and good luck with your presentations. Thank you so much.